tātou e whānau hui hui o tēnei e poika te whānau te rā te North Harbour to our grounds here at Rosedale Park. No mai haere mai. Me rātou tēnei ko Rowena Smith, Auntie Rowie aka me te rawe te chopa mō tēnei. Kia ora no tātou.
Kia ora Auntie Rowie, Rowena Smith here. Providing colour commentary and te reo. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to continued coverage on day 3 action of the NFC, and this evening's match due to start at 3 o'clock. Scratch that, make it a 5 p.m. start, running 2 hours behind schedule. That'll be Southern Pride in the field taking on the North Harbour Kōkōwai, stands for Maroon. We'll be batting here, and let's have a look at the batting order for the Kōkōwai team. And JP Gerbes led off with a strikeout. Then Jamison Graham, he's gone first base with a solid single to centre. Martin Simpson batting now in the 3 spot as Graham takes off to second base. Following Simpson in the clean-up role today would be the designated player Ihaka Tangaroa. Joseph Hall hits 5 today. John O'Ludo's in the 6th spot, the first baseman. Ryan Love, the Rhino Master, he will be at right field hitting 7. Jesse Fuller will be hitting 8 today at third base. And Hemi McCarthy rounds out the batting order for North Harbour in left field. Defensively for Southern Pride, they're very good in the field. The Josh Kelly at left field. Centre today is Aranu Anderson. Bunt is down from Simonson and throw is high but gathered in, but the foot couldn't stay connected. So North Harbour with runners coast to coast and 1 out here in the top of the first innings. And just completing those lineups for you. I mentioned the centre field at right field for Southern Pride will be Ash Watson. Hot corner third base will be Cole James. Shortstop today, Braden Healy. Second base today is Keon Johnson. At first base is Te Kanu Te Huia. Behind the dish is Troy Howe. And on the hill, doing the pitching for Southern Pride is Josh Eastwood. First pitch sails through the zone to the clean-up hitter Ihaka Tangaroa. 1 away here, top of the first innings. No score in the ball game so far. Well, Auntie Rowie, thank you for coming in with your beautiful wairua. And, of course, experience and knowledge of this great game of Poiuka softball. Auntie, Southern Pride, North Harbour Kōkōwai team, the development side from North Harbour. What do we expect to see today?
Oh, look, they have all to give, actually, on the diamond. They want to play a good softball. The challenges have been, strife for them both. So I think they're going to have a great game out there today, Chopper.
Really looking forward to it. A fantastic day 3 of competition here at Pure Athletic Sports Stadium on Auckland's North Shore Rosedale Ballpark. Just a stone jump and skip away from the Sky Tower downtown. 25 degrees here locally. It's been a beautiful day with hardly a cloud in the sky as Tangaroa pulls that one down the line.
9 years. Just outside of the foul line, so unlucky.
Auntie, Saturday here, so normal general Saturday softball going on down the end.
It's all going.
Tamariki and Angatahi playing this morning, and of course the adults this afternoon. Isn't it great to see the ballpark bustling at the edges? It's
just immense, and it is bustling, Chopper, with everything, with we still haven't forgotten our North Harbour softball with Glenfield being the host club today, club duty, it's running like it should be.
And a pick-off attempt deck to third base as we see
a steal going.
Designated runner out there now. Harrison Baker swipes second bag. So 2 runners in scoring position. 1 ball and 2 strikes on the batter here. Tangaroa. A good pitch on the outside edge will pick up the second out of the innings.
Brings back the catcher number 38, Joseph Hall. Number 16, John O'Little on deck.
The fish, Joseph Hall, had an outstanding game earlier today against the North Harbour Pungal side. 3 from 4 he went in today, drove in a couple of runs. his turn to bat here in this contest. First pitch is up to the screen. Graham takes off, but wisely retreats back to third base. Great to see Southern Pride back at the NFC, Auntie.
Yes, I was talking to a couple of the people or management at that, and they're, interesting to see where they're from within Chicago. Look, it's just been phenomenal with the teams that's coming back with our NFC chopper.
Both men's and women's in attendance here for the 2024 edition of the National Fast Pitch Championship, NFC. Ball sneaks inside for a strike, so 2-1 the count here. Of course, the NFC is a presentation, the marquee event for Softball New Zealand, hosted by the North Harbour Softball Association. Thank you so much for tuning in around the Mutu, around Aotearoa and around the world. Big swing.
And swing and miss for strike 2-2.
No dingers.
Here on top of the fence.
The fish kind of stretches his back. Settles back in. Performed very well at this NFC as Joseph Hall. Eastwood leans back. Here comes the 2-2. Hard hit ball, 5-6 hole. The fish is swimming again. 1 comes in, 2 comes in. Don't worry about finding Nemo. It's Joseph Hall who takes second base at the same time. And it's the North Harbour Kōkōwai lead the ball game with 2-0.
What a brilliant hit by Joseph. Well done. Something that North Harbour really needed right there with 2 runners on, chopper.
So the 2 down here, the fish. Obviously in the catching role, Joseph Hall, he'll get a chance to come in. And they'll send out Tangaroa, the designated player, to run for him. John O'Little gets his opportunity now. 1 ball on him. 2 balls and Tangaroa skid on down to third base. So North Harbour off to a good start here, aren't you, in the top of the first?
Definitely, and this is what they need. And they just got to keep thinking that they can keep going with it. Well done.
We see Little just trying the old bunt and run play. Didn't think it was a strike. However, walks back humbly to take his position back in the batter's box. 2-1 now. That's what I like about John O'Little. No ego, plays the game the right way. Fine young gentleman playing the sport in New Zealand. Of course, John O'Little was the captain of the Junior Black Sox back in 2020 at the World Cup in Palmerston North. Just says a lot about his integrity, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is indeed, and he's such a strong player at that too, chopper. Very, very wealth with North Harbour.
And hit up the middle and Eastwood. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Cool, calm and collected Eastwood takes the comeback and throws it over in time. And we'll stop the bleeding here in the first innings. Right before North Harbour strike twice, the fish gets it done. Joseph Hall drives into. Back soon with all the lineups at the bottom of the first.
Rusty Bumgardner has done it all. But this year, Rusty reaches a whole new level of softball success. He's going to Beijing.
Rusty. Rusty. Rusty, have you seen my glove?
As the equipment manager. Good luck, Rusty.
Bottom of the first innings here in game number 54 on the schedule. Day 3 of competition of the 2024 NFC National Fast Pitch Championship, brought to you by Softball New Zealand. Great to have you along for it. I'm Jason Gerbes, aka Chopper. Auntie Rowie in the booth with us for this one. Bottom of the first innings. Let's have a look at the defensive lineup for North Harbour in the field. Left to right in the outfield for them this evening. Hemi McCarthy, Martin Simonson and Ryan Love. Hot corner third base. Mainstay at the moment is Jesse Fuller. JP Gerbes is appearing up the middle at shortstop with Jamison Graham. John Little gets a start at first base. Behind the dish for North Harbour here will be Joseph Hall, who drove in those 2 runs in the top of the first innings. And the starting pitcher will be Dylan Fraser-List. Offensively for Southern Pride, it'll be Anodu Anderson leading off the centre fielder. Troy Howell will be hitting 2 today. Takanu Tehuia will be hitting 3. Braden Healy's in clean-up role. Cole James 5. Josh Kelly, Hunter Brown 6 and 7 in the order. Josh Eastwood, the pitcher, will hit for himself in the 8th spot. And the order for Southern Pride will be rounded out by the right fielder. That is Ash Watson. We'll get a good umpiring crew here today as well. And calling the balls and strikes, it's none other Chris Kringle, Santa Claus, John
Santa
Hickman.
Claus, yes.
He does a great job back there, and he'd be assisted at first base by Bryden Wells, both from North Harbour. So bottom of the first innings, North Harbour strike for 2 on the top of the innings. Southern Pride, I'm sure, Auntie, will be looking to answer right
Well,
back.
yeah, they've got a couple of runs to make it up, so, you know, don't defeat the purposes of Southern Pride. But Harbour's on there, being strong as well. Great start with a pitch with Dylan there, taking that strike.
Dylan Fraser is the starting pitcher for North Harbour. Started his softball at the Northcote Club at a ripe old age, and a great scoop by Little at first base. What a grab.
Nice. Good out.
Fraser List, as we were saying, started his softball here at North Harbour. Right old age, we're about 3 years old.
Wow.
Playing T-ball for the Northcote Club, and has played his whole career for one club right here on the shore.
Oh, he's very, very gullible, isn't he? Staying loyal, that man of ours. So, yes, well done, Dylan.
He's got a great demeanour about him. Great
He's a
teammate.
lovely chap. Very, very humble.
This pitch just falls inside. So 2 balls. Had a break from the game for just over a year, almost 2 seasons in the end, Auntie, with a shoulder arm injury. Had to have surgery. And just before making his comeback, hurt it again. And so it was an extended period of recovery. So about a year and a half he had off of the game, and he's back this season full time and really throwing well.
And look how passionate he is with being in the middle there with his team. He's a great pitcher. He does his work.
Got all the pitches up and down both sides of the plate. Nifty little change up. And he's had the results this year already. A couple of weekends ago at the Brother Patrick, the Auckland Mariners hosted Premier Men's Tournament. Picked up the top pitcher award.
And why not? Because he played a phenomenal tournament with Northcote. He actually gave it all. And with the season off, he's come back all right.
2-2 count now. Apologies, it was a full count. So that will be a walk issued here to Howell. 1 away. In the bottom of the first innings. And they'll bring up, oh, I like this. The Kanu Tehuia. You can see the hair colour of Fraser List. He's dyed it blondie white.
Yep.
Wait till you see the hair colour of the Kanu
Kanu.
Tehuia. Check, swing, bunt, and he punches it over the third baseman, and coast to coast goes Troy Howe.
And sig work to left field for Kahuia. Safely over to 1.
So maybe something in that hair dye colour, I don't know, Auntie.
Oh, you know, they say it's Waka Blonde in our country, but in our language, but, you know, hey, he's done the job.
He's done the job indeed. Quick huddle here for North Harbour as we see a replay of that coast-to-coast running. That's good heads-up base running by Troy Howe, isn't it?
It is actually very sharp and right on the button.
First pitch is delivered outside to the shortstop now, Braden Healy. Razor list now, level on the count, 1-1.
Unfortunately, it was a pass ball that scores that run there, Chopper.
Well, that's all accredited to Howe, isn't it? His base
Yeah.
running to get the 3, be 60 feet away for an opportunity just like that. And Southern Pride get themselves on the board here, 2 runs to 1.
Oh, nice pitch.
Count now level 2-2. This on the outside, so a quality at bat here from Healy. And quick play to third base,
Yes.
trying to get him in a double play.
Oh,
Looks like the ball just bobbles out of the glove.
how
Good
exciting
defense
was that?
though.
That was exciting, very exciting. I thought it may have been near Chopper, but oh well.
And Healy
Good
up on
play.
the ground out. Kahuia moving
Long
out
throw
to
over. Looks like the shortstop Gerbes just a little shaken up on the play.
Cole James, Josh Kelly on deck.
So 60 feet away from tying this ball game now is Southern Pride, and Cole James will step in, third baseman for the Pride. Try and do exactly that. This pitch is, whoa! Well, I tell you what, Joseph Hall, the fish, he just flew on a flipper there, Auntie, to
Just
stop
a
that.
wee tad, and it's something that we really want of Joseph, just to save those bouncing balls out there. Let's go.
Good play by the catcher. Inside pitch, pulled down the line, and
Oh,
it's
it is.
fair. And Tahuia will score on a sliding double. Aggressive base running by Cole James. See them tie this one up, 2 runs apiece.
Oh, great running from the batter there. So unbelievable, the Chopper. They're pulling it out of the hat here.
North Harbour Kōkōwai got off to a slow start defensively against the Punmore side in the earlier match today.
Yes, certainly watched that game, and it could have just been, wow.
They buttoned down afterwards though, just the couple of runs in it at the end. Loaded bases situated, had a chance to win it. Southern Pride though locked it up here on the bottom of the first. First pitch is down and away.
And runner moves, advances on the wild pitch. On ball.
Just as we see about the fourth passed ball here. Wild pitch. Tangaroa Ihaka, the designated player. And Moana Hibbert up in the bullpen for North Harbour.
Yes, so that's a good strength that we've got with our pitches with North Harbour there, Chopper. So we've got some picks there that we can help with Dylan. Andrew's come in the middle there just to have a quick review.
Well, Auntie, we're in day 3 here, the night, towards the night.
Out to bat number 15, Josh. Kelly Hunter-Barlow.
Back up the middle, over the top of the glove. Graham's going to be quick, and he is. And the game will remain tied here at 2 apiece. And a good defensive play by the second baseman. But Southern Pride have answered right back here, Auntie, and they did a great job, didn't they?
They did, and was solid in that play with their batting and running.
Well, we'll be
Well
back
done.
with the top of the second innings, the tied ball game between North Harbour and Southern Pride.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Watch this.
Don't mess with other snacks. Choose Jack Links jerky made with 100% beef. Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Watch this.
Don't mess with other snacks. Choose Jack Links jerky made with 100% beef.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Pure Athletic Sports Stadium under the banner of the Aotearoa New Zealand flag flying high. Centrefield, great to have you all with us here in today's matchup. Real good one between North Harbour Kōkōwai and the Southern Pride. Who are the Southern Pride? Well, Southern Pride is all of the associations outside of Canterbury for the South Island. Mainly, normally, it's Invercargill, Otago, but it does also include an opportunity for those from Nelson, Marlborough, Mid-Canterbury, all of them to be involved. I tell you what, it's a beautiful day here. It just puts a smile on your dial every time. Good game going here, as we mentioned. Top of the second innings. 2 balls and 1 strike that counts on Ryan Love. Will be followed by Jesse Fuller and Henry McCarthy. 1, 2, 3 here in the top of the second innings.
Amazing lineup with North Harbour here. They're batters. So is Southern Pride too, Chopper.
This one pops up and go out of play, and that'll level the count now. Yeah, it is amazing, isn't it, to see this calibre of softball being played.
Absolutely.
Full count now, 3-2. Inside set. Hard hit ball from Love. Got a chance. Baby, oh baby.
Oh,
it's off the
the
fence on the
fence.
full. Love now rounding 2. Looking for 3. And a sliding triple
Beautiful.
for Ryan Love.
What a great hit by Ryan Love. Just matched it up with that pitch. Timed it right, Chopper. And look what happened. Almost thought it was out. It was going.
Definitely had a chance about halfway up the 8-foot fence that is in the boundary here. Full international length fences at Rosedale Park Freeman Field. This one comes through the inside edge of the zone on Jesse Fuller. No outs here. And time called. Calling the shots at third base today, Fabian Markia for the Kōkōwai team. Over at first base is Andrew McMillan. Of course, in the dugout, the big boss, the general manager, the CEO, Brad Rona.
The birthday boy.
Oh, yes, indeed. I heard that.
Yes.
21 again.
Again.
Well, hari hui tau e hoa,
Ai.
Brad Rona. I guess there might be a possibility of maybe a boil-up pot on the stove.
Oh, maybe. We
Maybe.
could be going to their house to do that,
Oh,
Chopper.
kia ora.
What do you reckon?
Great idea, Auntie. Great idea. This next pitch is inside, so levels the count on Fuller. Good young up-and-coming athlete from North Harbour, only 18 years of age.
Young, isn't he?
And a punch from Fuller. It won't go out, but looks well deep enough for the Rhino to score from third base. And it is a perfect sacrifice fly from Jesse Fuller, which will put North Harbour in the lead, 3-2.
He'd be proud of that, Jesse, with that hit, pushing it out there with our runner on 3. That's what we want to do with our batters. Just push the ball out in the outfield so we can get that run in.
Hemi McCarthy now hitting in the 9 spot for North Harbour.
Got hit by pitch.
Yeah, the pitchers have that saying, one pitch, one out. I guess the batter is like one pitch, one first
One,
base.
yes.
I think
Something
both
like
of
that.
them, yeah, something like that. So with one away here, it's the top of the order now for North Harbour. JP Gerbes. Running attempt and off to the races. McCarthy down to second base. Boy, he's quick.
He's very quick, and that's what it's all about. When you're one down, just take the opportunity and execute.
JP Gerbes. Jason Koru Urukore Kaurerewa Gerbes.
Oh, is that his full name? Wow.
I'd like to see him put that in a departure
Oh,
card.
just a little bit. Can he actually say it himself?
He sure
Of course
can.
he does. Oh, nice
Backhand
stuff.
play for the third baseman. A good out at first base. Will move McCarthy over to third on the sacrifice.
By Gerbes, who's the runner at third. Brings back the second
That's
baseman.
that name for JP.
Graham.
He's got a genealogy attached to it as great-great-grandfather,
Grandfather.
and then the father before him and the father before him
Wow.
are those 3 names.
Lovely.
Jamison Graham now, he's been good today. Had a
He has
single up the middle back in the first innings. An opportunity now with 2 outs.
I watched him in the Harbour game this morning, and he was actually quite good with his bat. He hit it
Very
really hard.
influential in the game, wasn't he?
Yes, he was just amazing.
Did you see him make that play at second base from
Yes.
the seat of his pants?
Oh my goodness. And that's it, the calibre of the team with our players, Chopper. Athletes, very much athletes.
Athletes indeed. Ball down low. We'll move the count. 2 balls and 1 strike now. And the dangerous Jamison Graham. Pops up, looking for Texas leg. A bit of confusion and communication. The second baseman and shortstop together, shoulder to shoulder, Johnson and Healy. And in the end, the ball wins the battle, pops out of the glove. North Harbour tag their lead, 4 runs to 2 now.
Up to bat number 20, Martin Simonson. Ihaka, Tangaloa out there.
Inside pitch. down to second base. Boy, oh boy, Graham has been brilliant today, hasn't he?
Oh, look, he's been just so quick, off the mark, hit the ball hard, and it's just amazing to have him in the side.
Jamison Graham, we talked about John a little in a previous broadcast, was the captain of the junior side in 2020 at the World Cup for the under-18 New Zealand Junior Black Sox. Well, Jamison Graham was in the wider group
Right.
at the time. Missed the cut for the tournament, the final 15, but that's how good a player he was then, and now he's getting even better.
Yes, he is. Exceptional.
Talk about getting better as this ball goes wide. It is the international superstar from Denmark. Mainstay at centre field for the Danes is Martin Simonsen.
You can almost say that he's actually going to be a New Zealander pretty quickly. Coming back, what, once or twice now?
I've been trying to find him a lovely wahine to call home.
Well, we'll leave him to that. All I can say is that best of luck, because he's got a lot of people behind him to actually wish him all that.
Yeah, you did right. He's a welcome friend.
Yes.
Now, I think about the 5th season he's come down to New
Yes.
Zealand to play, and a couple of maybe seasons in between sometimes. But yeah, always great to have Martin back in New Zealand.
Absolutely. He's such a gentleman. Shall we talk it up on here while we can for all
Yeah.
the wahines out there? Because I tell you
Aye.
what, he
Aye.
is absolutely a phenomenal human being.
We know there's that TV show, The Farmer Wants a Wife.
Yes.
What
we do.
about the Danish softballer
Softballer
wants a wife?
wife. Look, all you wahine out there, haere mai nau mai e tēnei. Te tāne e te Martin Simonsen. You'd love him like we do.
2 balls and 1 strike from the hottest bachelor at the NFC, Martin Simonsen.
Simons,
Auntie,
here we go.
His socials are going to be blowing up with offers left, right,
Let's
and
go
centre
for it.
from
Let's go
beautiful
for it.
wahine across this country.
Aye.
Hard hit ball from Simonsen, and looks like it'll
Oh,
touch
and
the
it
line,
is.
and it's in the field. Off he goes to second base. Not only is he a fine catch to marry, but he's a darn bloody good softball
He
as
is
well.
indeed. So if you like softball, you wahine ma, here he is.
5 runs to 2 now from the Bachelor of the Year. He'll
Good.
get a break now because he'll need to check his phone as he goes back to the dugout. A
And
designated
say-
runner will come out to run.
Here we go. What are you doing, Auntie Rowie and Chopper? Hey, we're talking you up. There we go.
Who needs all those dating apps? All you need is an
Absolutely.
Uncle Chopper and an Auntie Rowie.
That's it. We'll marry you off somehow.
We'll marry you off somehow. Indeed. Martin Simpson. Get a hold of Ballpark Broadcasting. We'll give you his contact details. And before you know it, look, there's only 2 days left of the NFC. Let's get him married before. We can have the ceremony at the final.
Absolutely. It's on the diamond one. Look, even better, wahine ma, come to Rosedale Park.
Aye.
Come and meet
Hara
him
mai.
in person. Oh my
Hara
gosh,
mai.
if there's a lineup, oh my lord.
What a prize. Martin Simpson, the Great Dane. And a throw to 3 is early, but the momentum tipped the shortstop over Healy. And safely at third base is the designated runner Baker.
Just unfortunate he lost his footing there. That was a great throw from catcher.
2 away here. 2 balls on the clean-up hitter, Ihaka Tangaroa.
And swing and a miss for a strike, 2 balls, 1 strike.
With the Ihaka, we know that he can bat, and when he's on, he's on. Chopper?
When he's on, he's on. 2 balls and 1 strike. You know what? Ihaka's my favourite player
Is he really? Now, how can that be?
because the family, their whānau, the Tangaroas, have got a beach house in Pongaho down in Hawke's Bay. And they get so much power.
I
And
know.
Kaikoura crayfish, oh, when he comes back to Auckland with that chili bin full, he's a generous man.
He is very much so, and that's throughout his whole family, you know, with his dad being here, Chubb,
And swing and a miss for
watching
strike
his
3.
tournament as well. So, yes, he's a wonderful diver.
He
I
sure
must
is
say.
indeed. Goes down on strikes, unfortunately, this time, but not before North Harbour get it done and they pick up 3 runs in the top of the second innings. One of them Coming from the Bachelor of the Year, Martin Simpson. Get your phones out, ladies. Get your phones out. Back soon, bottom two. More actions and maybe more from the Bachelor of the Year.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Watch this.
Don't mess with other snacks. Choose Jack Links jerky made with 100% beef.
Bottom of the second innings, and one topsy-turvy match score-wise. Auntie North Harbour scored 2 in the top of the first. Southern Pride reply with their own 2, and now 3 runs to Harbour in the top of the second innings.
Absolutely.
This roller coaster gonna be a fun ride, I think, Auntie.
I think so too, because I think, Southern Pride is not out of this at all. We've got a long way to go, but however, let's just capture this moment.
Hunter Barlow, the designated player, will lead off here, followed by Josh Eastwood, the pitcher, and Ash Watson, the right fielder. 1, 2, 3 for the boys from Southern Pride. First pitch is just outside. We'll check the swing. No swing either. Coming up tonight will be the major semi-final in the men's division here, live from Freeman Field, Pure Athletic Sports Stadium. That game was scheduled for 5 p.m. We're running around about 2 hours behind schedule, so I'm picking that'll start about 7 p.m. or maybe a smidge thereafter. The top 2 qualifiers after round robin of 2 days to play here at the NFC will be Auckland in the number 1 spot, taking on Canterbury. The winner of that will go straight through to the grand final tomorrow here at 1:30 p.m. Change up over the top. That'll level the countdown. Looking to do a frame job on the outside edge there. Joseph Hall. Count will fill though. 3 and 2 here on the designated player Barlow. Big slash on the rise ball will go out of play. Oh, that foul ball bounces off the path. A dad is walking backwards, filming his child riding a bicycle and just misses him. Boy, oh boy. Come over to the softball. Pay attention.
It's all go.
Ball outside, and Barlow will pick up a quality at-bat, walk down to first base.
And brings back the pitcher number 18, Josh Eastwood.
Josh Eastwood now will get an opportunity to help out his own cause. The pitcher. With no outs, the bottom of the second innings. This pitch is down low. Fraser List is normally quite aggressive. I think right now, Auntie would like to lift the ratio of balls to strikes.
Yeah, he's just got to get that going, I think, and it's also with Joseph to actually make that call. Let's tidy it up a little bit there, Dylan.
1-1 the count here. And a big swing from Eastwood.
Great pitch, Dylan.
No connection. No movement at first base from Hunter Barlow. Waiting for the hit. one's outside. To the head coach for Southern Pride down at third base, throwing down the signals. Here comes the 2-2. And it's a rise ball on the hands, unhittable. Good pitch by Fraser List.
Great pitch. Something you want to do at the end of the of his pitching there.
Head coach for the Southern Pride is Dave Steele. Adrian Few is the assistant coach, and managing the team this week, John Plankhurst. This pitch is down in the dirt to the right fielder, Ash Watson now. This one comes through the zone. Pushes outside. And it seems to be the pattern at the moment is one ball, one strike.
One strike,
one ball,
yeah.
one strike. Change of pace. In the dirt though, so 3-1 the counts. Down in the bullpen for Southern Pride, Josh Kelly is warming up. Really looking forward to seeing young Josh, Auntie.
Whoa. So what do we know about him there?
Josh Kelly was in the pitching staff for the Junior Black Sox back in 2018 at the World Cup in Prince Albert, Canada. Pitched a heck of a tournament, and I've got to be honest, he's kind of fallen off the radar. I haven't seen him for quite a while, so when I saw his name on the roster, kind of got me excited a little. And a big pitch by Fraser List will take care of Watson. Back-to-back strikeouts here.
Brings back the top of the order, centre fielder. Number 4,
Anu Anderson.
So we've got something to look forward to with Josh Kelly then in the middle there, hopefully.
Well, if he throws anything like he did when he was 17 years old, I think we should be in for a treat.
Oh, that'd be nice.
And time called here as a ball hits the roof from Diamond 2 behind us. Level off field. 4 fields in operation here at the NFC for 2024. Pitch on the inside is good. Of course, Freeman Field here, Diamond 1. Level off field behind us, Diamond 2. On the other side of the club rooms in the distance, as you can see there, Diamond 10 is just behind it. That's at a woman's distance. That's Gurney Field. And then Diamond 10 and further in the distance, that is the other men's field. All of them fully fenced. And a nice play by Little.
Nice play.
Stays with the play. And a little bit of southern charm at second base, shall we say, as JP Gerbes introduces his middle names too. Koru Koru, Uru Kore, Taurerewa. You better head back to the dugout, young man.
When it comes to the showdown, instinct always wins. Jack Lynx is good with it.
Oh, it's a beautiful day here on day 3. The weather's been sublime today at a high of about 27, 28 degrees. I tell you what, Auntie, I had to do a walk around the facility and check on some of the equipment and things. And that's got a lot warmer than 27 or 28 degrees.
It was
beautiful.
Beautiful day, but melting. Very melting. I know the bar staff was actually having a blinder out there.
sure.
'cause it's so hot.
The garden bar between Freedom Field and Level Field is in full force in action, and so they should be, to celebrate the 2024 NFC. Well, North Harbour got off to a flyer with 2 runs in the top of the first innings. Southern Pride, they replied with 2 in the bottom, and then they got 3 in the top of the second. And that's what the scoreline we've got now on the top of the third. 5 runs to 2. And he's a pitching change. This pitching change brought to you by Ballpark Broadcasting. And it is the kid I've been looking forward to seeing. Look at that technique, auntie. It is Josh Kelly.
It is indeed, and look, it's just phenomenal for my first time seeing him, and with you being there at his age group, and I think that's just great to see with our youth, Tāne's out there. Watch the space, people.
So the big guy, the big horse is on the hill here for Southern Pride, Josh Kelly. And he will look to face off against the fish. Joseph Hall, John O'Little, and Ryan Love. 1, 2, 3 here for the boys from Harbour. First pitch is up and outside the zone. This one down low. See on screen there, Fabian Markia, the assistant coach for the North Harbour side this year. Great to have his experience involved, isn't it?
Absolutely, yes. It's just wonderful that North Harbour can actually touch base with these people, and they're coming home with us here. It's just an absolute joy.
Here's Fabian, a key member of the Birkdale Falcons Premier side this year.
Yes, he is, with Brad Rona, and can't beat it really, and it's just a wonderful exercise for our club to have 2 great men in our club.
Well, let's talk a little bit about them. The Birkdale Falcons, a very strong club, one of the key kind of foundation clubs here at the North Harbour Softball Association. Of course, celebrating their 75th Jubilee this year is North Harbour. Now back into the fray with juniors and seniors. The hard work over the last 3 or 4 years is starting to pay off already.
And we definitely are, and that's because we've got a strong committee too as well, Chopper. Without the top happening, we can't have the bottom working.
Indeed, and John O'Little will step in as fish. Went down on strikes. There you saw the power of Josh Kelly. There you go, the low lifter is good, isn't it?
This boy is actually phenomenal, Chopper.
100% international level. Great to see him back in the game. Little change of pace, and that one's just flailed off.
A little fouls it off.
We're going to have a special treat for you. We've got in the semi-final tonight, in the semi-final in the morning of the ladies, and the 2 grand finals tomorrow. We're going to have some sideline interviews with the coaches and some reactional interviews at the end of the game, and maybe a couple of crosses here and there. But luckily enough, auntie, we have Layla Bailey McDowell, who works for TV3. She's going to come down and do those for us.
Nice.
Looking forward to that. But we're going to trial it out in this game at some stage, maybe around about the 4th innings or so. We're going to give it a go, just to test the equipment and make sure we're all set to rock and roll. Normally we'd get Damien Collins to do that interview, but he's deserving a well-earned break right now. And I believe we're talking to possibly the high-performance manager for softball New Zealand, Bevan Martini, who will do that for us. We see a replay of this rise ball. Look how quick it zips through the zone for the second strikeout.
Well, I must say that Josh Kelly is actually proving quite difficult for Harbour right now. He's stopping them.
2 strikeouts in a row. Matt Jordan, talent manager for Ballpark Broadcasting today. Working
lovely
on the crew, and the Rhino stays red hot, auntie, as he drives that to left field. Now scampers. Bulldozes his way into second base.
Good hit by Ryan. Nice down the drive. That's all the boys need to do, is just find the pace and then just hit the ball hard.
opportunity now for Jesse Fuller. Hard hit ball down the line. Driven in a run today already to Fuller back in the second innings. A sacrifice fly deep to right field, of course. That was off the pitching of Eastwood. Now his first time facing Josh Kelly. Designated runner out at second base running for Love. Ball inside gets away and off goes Harrison Baker. 60 feet away from North Harbour, looking to add to this 3-run lead here in the top of the third innings.
It's good to have some spring chicken legs out there with Harrison Baker, isn't it, Chopper? Make them fast.
It is indeed. Rise ball's right on the money.
One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
One ball, 2 strikes here as Kelly steps back. Unleashes that rise ball to the screen, coming home. The slide is good from Baker, and North Harbour do get their 6th run of the ball game.
Oh, not quite what we wanted.
And on Fuller, the count is 2-2.
Wow.
2 outs.
You can see on the instant slow-mo here, Baker getting the down low with the slide. That's the only reason he's safe there. That's fundamental softball done well, isn't it?
And
Next.
how quick was that?
And always the case, Murphy's Law, auntie. Next pitch, Kelly strikes out Fuller. Unfortunately, the run has already leaked in. First innings of work from Josh Kelly. Only 3 strikeouts. That's the one. Only 3 strikeouts. Outstanding pitch for him. 6-2 with Harbour lead over Southern Pride.
Sometimes virtual reality begs for more reality. Jack Lynx is good with it.
Well, kia koutou katoa, no mai harawai, and welcome back into Pure Athletics Sports Stadium here for the running of the 2024 NFC. Great to have you along for it. I'm Jason Gerbes, aka Chopper, as we see North Harbour banding together in the middle of the diamond. Joining me in commentary on this one the whole way through, Rowena Smith, affectionately known as Auntie Rowe.
I really need to update that name.
I tell you what, everyone needs an Auntie Rowe in their life. We are so privileged to have you, Auntie.
Absolutely, and it's a privilege to have that name because everybody in this park just calls me Auntie, and I love it.
Well, we saw Josh Kelly come out with his prowess on the mound. He gets a chance now with the bats. 1-1 the count. As Fraser List continues to work on the hill. Apologies, this is Troy Howell up the bat here. And a hard throw from the 5-6 hole, but deep under cover, and Howell will get down to first base.
What a great stop by JP. Phenomenal.
Here's Santa Claus. John Hickman behind the dish. Tell you what, he brings presents all the time as well. Fantastic, generous gentleman, and a great umpire as well, aren't he?
He is. He's very well respected amongst our teams in here at North Harbour. And like you said, Santa Claus.
This pitch is through the zone for the Battle of the Waka Blonde.
Between Dylan and
Tikanu Tahuya.
Aye.
What a cool name too.
Very.
Yeah. Big swing. Fraser List with a little something extra on that one. We'll put the Huia in the hole here, 0-2. You see Dave Steele passing on the instruction. What do you reckon that signal is, Auntie? Hit it! Run! And they will get him to second base. It was a hit and run play. Wow, that's impressive with 2 strikes on the bat.
Out number 1.
I was almost going to say it was a hit and run, Chopper. Yeah. Just to move the run around, right?
Yeah. Braden Healy now. Starting a shortstop. Grounded out to a jumping play for the third baseman, Jesse Fuller, back in the first innings. This pitch is just above the zone. Some of the other teams back into the NFC this year, Auntie, how good is it to see Counties Manukau with such a young team in the women's division?
Look, I was talking to someone in the, let's say, the garden tent, and I actually said it was just quite lovely to see Counties
going
Manukau.
Back, coming forward.
Oh, there he is, ladies.
It's the Bachelor of the Year. Jeez, he makes it look easy, doesn't he?
He does. You want to have those arms wrapped around with you with a glove? Anyway, get him back.
Auntie, control yourself.
I'm
Wait a
trying,
minute. Let's
I'm
have another
trying.
look at Martin here. Oh, this is the earlier ground out play where they have to go to first base. And a clever tactical move from Dave Steele.
But yes, County Manukau, it's just a pleasure to have them back in this competition, and it's absolutely wonderful to see Michelle Kingy giving her expertise in the middle of the game as well with her young team of players.
It is indeed, and boy oh boy, Counties Manukau through all the age groups this Christmas period season have been outstanding. They won the under-17 boys in Christchurch. They're in the final for the under-17 girls in Auckland.
Wow.
The under-19s, they performed well in both the boys and the girls. And then the under-15s, they win that. The under-13s, they win that. And wow, oh wow, wowee. Counties Manukau.
Yes, and that's because of the whānau establishment that they've got in Counties Manukau. Just a wealth of whānau.
Cole James in the hole here, 0-2. Tries the tram line, a little wide. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And of course, Hawke's Bay, Auntie. Not to go coming back after a very long hiatus. And boy, they look good. I think they may have made their way into the semi-final this evening against North Harbour.
Oh, that's going to be a great game to watch with the two of them together,
All up top.
Well, you know where our hearts would lie in that game, but, you know.
Well, mine's in both places, Auntie. I've lived in North Harbour the last 10 or 12 years, but I was born in Hawke's Bay.
Wow.
Grew up until, I think, the age of around about 21 or so before I flew the coop.
And see, that's another thing, too, with Hawke's Bay. I mean, look at the family down there. With the Tangaroos and with yourself, with your whānau.
Markia family.
You know, and they just
good softball people down in the bay.
Great softball.
Auntie, I was down there for the under-15s about a month ago. Went to the canteen at Arkina Park there.
Yes.
Tough play. Off the glove with the 5-6 hole, and Southern Pride have replied here in the bottom of the third inning with their third run of the ball game, 6-3 now.
Wow. Look at that with the diving trying to save that. It could have gone with a 2-base hit if JP didn't do that. And look, save that run a little bit.
Now Josh Kelly announced as the lead-off batter. I think I was just excited to see him play today, and he dispatches the first pitch to left field. Boy, oh boy, where have you been, Josh Kelly?
Indeed.
I'm glad you're back, young man. Fist pump for you.
Welcome home.
Back-to-back hits here for Southern Pride.
Brad, how old is
Oh, they're asking, Auntie, you ready? The messages are coming through. How old is Martin Simonson? I don't know the exact number, Auntie, but I'd say, let's say mid-30s.
he? Let's say that. I'm going, wow, we're talking it up for you,
Oh,
Marty.
he's a prime candidate for Bachelor of the Year, I tell you. The softballer wants a wife.
Yes, and I'll tell you now, he talks very great English,
Oh,
ladies.
brilliant. And, of course, he's fluent in Danish.
All right.
I think he knows German. He's an intelligent man.
Oh, look, he's everything. If only.
Flies in and out of New Zealand to play down here from all the way from Denmark. Yeah, you pick up the Bachelor of the Year. Not only do you get the most handsome man that's here at the NFC, but you get the vacation in,
Exactly.
in Denmark, in Copenhagen. One of the most beautiful cities in the world.
And you know, in Wahine Mahi's got the most beautiful katakata, meaning his smile. He's just phenomenal. We're talking it up for you, Marty.
Big swing by the designated player. Ball comes loose and they'll move up 60 feet. Something cooking in the kitchen for Southern Pride here, Auntie.
Yes. Well, you know, I mean, he's a batter that could just, hit one at a time, see what happens.
Single from here will make a one-run ball game. 6-3, bottom of the third innings at this moment. Holds her hands back, does the designated player Barlow and fouls that one off. Can't remain 1 and 2. We've got to get our cameraman to give us a picture of that bachelor here at Cedarfield so you girls can see what you're all bidding for. Barlow goes back to work against Fraser List.
Good
And it's a drop ball that just falls off the table that takes care of business. And I tell you what, Fraser List walks off the diamond like Conor McGregor, the swagger. As
Well,
they
why
lead the
shouldn't
ball
he?
game through 3 complete here. There's the Bachelor of the Year, Martin Simpson, 6 runs to 3. More on Martin when we come back. Welcome back to continued coverage here from Geoathletic Sports Stadium as the Southern Priders keep on fighting here as we go to the top of the 4th innings, and it's North Harbour, Andrew McMillan's men that lead the ball game 6 runs to 3 at this point. Healy, he's been busy today, the shortstop from Southern Pride, a quality player by no means, that's for sure. Well, North Harbour will send up McCarthy as he hits that one into his leg on the first pitch. And then top of the order, Gerbes and Graham, 1, 2, and 3. Against the right-handed hard-throwing Josh Kelly. Talking about right-handed hard throwers, I'm going to give a shout-out to a good mate of mine in Vancouver, Randall Thompson. Kia ora to you, my mate. Haven't had a chance to spend time with you recently, but he was very hospitable in 2017, Auntie, after my very first World Cup. Got to go to Whitehorse, Canada, and on the way out, stayed a night in Vancouver, put us up in his apartment downtown Vancouver. I tell you, what a beautiful city, what a beautiful sight, and a great hospitality from my mate Thompson there in Vancouver.
Oh, they all are very good hospitality people over there in Canada. I know that when we had the Masters over here, we I got friendly with the Rosini team from Canada.
That's right.
Yes, and they're just wonderful, wonderful people.
Indeed. And the hospitality of the Canadians reminds me of the Kiwis. They're so similar. And 2 balls and 1 strike now. Got a good story from that first World Cup, Auntie. It's not what you're thinking either, by the way.
Oh, well, I wasn't thinking
Still going to
anything
miss
out
on
of
the inside edge. Josh Kelly has had 4 outs since she's taken the hill, all of them via strikeout.
Strikeouts, yes. So like you said, you've actually watched him grow up through the years, and you can see why he's actually potentially why he's in the middle.
Tell you what, there are a lot of ball clubs around New Zealand looking for a Josh Kelly signature on a piece of paper, I'll tell you that. What a showing by the young man from Southern Pride. JP Gerbes now will step in, 1 ball to lead off this at-bat. So that's a little tidbit story from Canada. Next pitch is outside, so 2 balls. Was that their very first World Cup in 2017, the White Horse? Way up in the far north, that's where the Gold Rush is. You know those Gold Rush shows? It's right up there, far up. Yeah, beautiful place. Anyway, we're about halfway through the tournament. And Canadians have inherited one thing from their neighbours, southern neighbours from the USA. They like filtered coffee rather than espresso coffee.
Right.
Anyway, so that's all they had at the ballpark. However, one day I saw a lady walking around the ballpark with an espresso coffee. And 4 straight balls will see Gerbes pick up the walk and head down to first base. So I said to her, "Excuse me, ma'am, can you tell me where you got that coffee from? I'd love to get a flat white or a mochaccino," or whatever the case is at the time. And she goes, "Oh, yeah, no, I can get it for you." No, it's fine. Just point out the truck and I'll go in there and order one." He goes, "Leave it to me. I'll look after it." "Oh, thank you very much." So anyway, I had a game to do and ended up in the booth calling a game. I can't remember who I was calling at the time. It was this one, Skies High. Safely taken at second base for the second out. Anyway, I'm calling a game about partway through the match, and over my shoulder comes this espresso coffee. The lady had brought it to the booth for me. Fantastic. I couldn't say thank you because we're on air at the time. Anyway, I found out afterwards she'd got that espresso coffee from downtown. She'd driven all the way to the espresso shop, got me a coffee, and drove all the way to the ballpark to bring little old Chopper a favourite coffee of his. How cool is that?
How cool is it, and how spoilt you were.
Very spoilt, Auntie. Very spoilt. I went and found that lady later and thanked her for her hospitality. Very cool people, the Canadians.
There you go, and that's what it's all about with the Canadians.
There goes Gerbes, sliding into second.
Yep. Oh, and look who's up to bat, ladies.
Who's up to bat, ladies? You tell us. Big, tall right-hander. Off to 3 goes Gerbes. He wasn't happy with 1 stolen base. He'll swipe second as well.
Where did those fast feet come from? Your grandfather, great-grandfather?
Well, he's got 3 of them in his genealogy in his name, doesn't he?
Yes,
So
he does.
He does have the power of his ancestors, that's for sure.
All 3 of your children, though, Chopper, they are very fast.
Still going to miss a 1 down low. Well, we did ask you who's up to bat. Of course, it's the Bachelor of the Year, Martin Simonson.
So now he just doesn't have, don't let us down here, Marty. Got to get him in.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Drove in a run with his first at bat, did Simonson.
Oh.
Change of pace, gets him this time. I tell you what, doesn't make him less handsome, though, does he? Look at him walking off there. That's him, the Great Dane.
There he is.
Martin Simonson. And as a gentleman, doesn't complain, takes his medicine and walks off.
Keeps his head high.
Jeez, he's a handsome man. The softball wants a wife. There are Wahinima. Get your numbers in. Let's look after young Martin Simonson.
Just need to put some, a love heart around him now, I think, and that might work.
Love heart around him. Bottom of the 4th coming up next. Southern Pride, trailing by 3.
100.9 and 94.9 Atiawa Toa.
When the radio's on and the sound's hot, you just have to enjoy. There's no way Jack Link's Jerky presents Hangry Moments.
What's your kitty's name?
It's a puma. Thank you.
Jack Link's Jerky, the protein-packed way to feed your wild side.
Thick and fast into the action as we come back into the bottom of the fourth innings. It'll be a pinch hitter here for the Southern side. Jacob Neal will step in to go to work. And he takes the next pitch down low. 2 balls to him now. And of course, Jacob Neal fresh off international duty for the Junior Black Sox and Mexico at the World Cup last winter.
Wow, look at that talent that's coming through. That everything that you see there, Chopper, with all your travels. It's just phenomenal.
One on the outside edge is good.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Jacob Neal won the 2023 Under-19 Boys Championship for Canterbury. I tell you, through that tournament, Auntie, 4 days long.
Yes.
I think he threw 99.999% of the innings for Canterbury that week. Just a workhorse. I think after the last strikeout to win the championship for Canterbury, he was like, finally.
While carrying him with such a big load, yes, you would want to go that way.
Change of pace, just flips over the top.
You must have your favourites though, Chopper, with all your travels. What is your favourite?
A World Cup or City?
Anything.
Well, as we see Neil go down on strikes. Well, I've been very lucky to have gone a lot of different places, Auntie,
Yes,
to be
you
fair.
are.
And I tell you what, the thing for me is, the one thing that I'm really interested in when I travel is meeting people. I'm a people person, and I love learning about people's cultures. And in Canada, I got to meet an Inuit Indian, spent some time with her, and she explained about their culture and how they live, their fundamentals of their
ways.
Yeah, their tikanga, their ways about their life. So that was really interesting. I've met some lovely people in the Czech Republic. Same type of thing. Different type of history of culture for them in that Middle Eastern European area. That was fantastic. But I've got to say, the location I love, and I think I will always love, there's nothing to do with softball, to be honest with you.
Wow.
It's a town in Italy called Verona. And I got to go there about 16 years ago, the very first time, and Auntie and I knew nothing about Verona. You know, I would go out for dinner in the evening as well as on a business trip, and I noticed all these people. Doesn't matter their age, they could have been 60, they could have been 20, they could have been 15, walking hand in hand, very romantic. And I was like, what a city. Anyway, one night we get back to the hotel early, and we normally go out for dinner about 9 p.m. Italians eat late, you see there.
Yes, they do.
And I thought, I'll go for a walk. Myself, and so I went for a little explore, and I come around the corner, I'm like, is that what I think that is? Surely not. It was Juliet's balcony.
Wow.
Verona is the home of Romeo and Juliet. And that it all made sense, Auntie. The marble streets, the Colosseum in the middle of the town square where they sing an open-air opera, and of course the Italian cuisine and wine. How could you not love it? Verona, my favourite city in the world, for sure.
Very nice, Chopper, and why not? It is the romantic city of the world, I believe. One of them, anyway. Just like Martin in the centre field.
Hard hit ball going the other way, and a sharp shot off the bat of Anderson. And down the first base, he is rewarded.
Nice close try there from second base there.
Look at the effort.
Yes. Yes, and that's what you want to find in this tournament. Great effort.
Brad Woodman, head coach for this North Harbour Kōkōwai side, must be very, very proud of these men.
Yes.
And the effort that they are putting in game out at the 2024 NFC.
I know that he was very, very excited when he was actually named the coach for this side, and knowing that we're going to put in 2 sides for North Harbour, he was just very, very humble with it all. Knowing that there would be another chance for another second team for players that they couldn't make Pango. However, look, we've got them here.
Just got a message from White Sugar, Hayden Patton, a North Harbour youngster who came through the system and now lives in the Sunshine Coast. Wants to say a kia ora to Auntie Rowie.
Oh, kia ora.
One ball, one strike off on the pitch. And Anderson will swipe second base. Good to see.
Count of 2 balls, 1 strike. And 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th.
Look at Anderson. Dedicated. Wants to get to second base, and he does. Some players, they have the determination, don't they, Auntie?
They do, and you know, like it's explicit to do the actual sliding to get there on the base, make it work for their team, give them confidence that they're halfway there.
Hard hit ball down the line. Troy Howe, he's been right amongst it today as the catcher from Southern Pride. A couple of walks in his 2 at-bats. Two away here in the bottom of the 4th innings in a 3-run ball game. That'll fill the count now on Howe. 3-2.
And a ball outside. Brings about a full count, 2 outs.
Well, Dylan needs to actually really push it here just to get that 3rd out.
This one pops up. Underneath it is Little at first base. And he'll squeeze it for the 3rd out. And the score margin will remain 3. It is North Harbour leading Southern Pride is 6 runs to 3 now. Top of the 5th innings, we look at the distance here. Canterbury starting to get prepared because they'll be in the major semi-final taking on Auckland after this match. Of course, Auntie, the winner of that one will go straight through to the grand final. How good is Canterbury and Auckland being this week?
Oh, look, top class athletes, both clubs. That's what you expect here at the NFC for them both.
3-way tie between North Harbour, Canterbury and Auckland, all with 1 loss against each other.
Yes.
And it had to go down to run differential to decide the placings of 1 to 3. And so Auckland, they had the big win over North Harbour last night in the Battle of the Bridge, 7 runs to 0. That would have helped them out no end.
Absolutely. And I was right here commentating or doing the ground announcing. But the Auckland just came to play. And so did North Harbour.
Sure did indeed.
However, it could only be one winner at the end of the night.
There can only be one. So it looks like we're working on that sideline interview for you. Matt Geordie's just going down to tee it up for us, so hopefully we'll get to bring that to you at some stage soon. Glad you're enjoying the game here tonight as we see the first pitch grounded out for third base. On the top of the fifth innings. Been a good battle tonight, Auntie. Been a really, really good battle.
Yes, it has been. And, you know, like both sides, like I said, they've had some challenges throughout the whole tournament. And it's kind of like, yes, it's a even match all round.
Even match all round. Two teams look very even here this evening. 3 runs the difference, especially now Josh Kelly's on the hill. Boy, oh boy.
Yes, and now that you talked it up about him, I can see why he's actually a great middle number 1 there for his team.
It's the low lifter. Look at that, Scott. Good purchase, good velocity. Like I said, I met him as a 17, 18-year-old. 18 he would have been at the time. He was a polite young gentleman then. I think I met his parents as well that had travelled up. If I remember correctly, he was coming from the Marlborough region, if I remember that correctly. A great young man. Next pitch is up top. 3 balls and 1 strike now. And Joseph Hall, who's simply been on fire. There's that lifter, and I don't think I'd want to pitch to Joseph Hall either, Auntie.
No. Interesting to say that you actually nicknamed him Fish. Tell me, how did he get that name? Oh.
Look at that form.
Form, yeah, right there.
I'd love to say that I gave him that nickname. I didn't, Auntie. I'd have to ask him. Let me put it that way.
Okay. Must be a big secret.
Harrison Baker. Let's just say he likes the movie Finding Nemo.
Oh,
Does
my
that
goodness. That'll work.
Okay.
In a million ways.
Off and running on the first pitch. The throw is strong. And Baker with a slippery slide around the outside. Gets up, claps his hands, safe at second base.
Great steal by Harrison there.
Ball safely second on the steal. Chambers on strike.
Ball pops up. Well, tell you what, I'm privileged to say our sideline interview is going to be conducted by a multiple Hall of Famer, North Harbour sport legend, Jackie Smith.
Wow, that's got to be phenomenal.
Wahine Toa here locally.
Through and through.
Hard hit ball.
Hard hit.
And catches it on his heels. Baker will advance to third base with ease.
And Little flies out to right field.
Up comes the Rhino.
I'll
tell you what, it's been, North Harbour's been all about the animals here as Baker turns around and starts again. The Fish has been good in the batter's box.
Yep.
And the bustling Rhino's been damaging as well. 2 big hits today, a triple to centre field and a single to left. Another hit here could put the end in this game.
It could do, and what you just said, Ryan's been batting really well throughout the whole of this game.
Baker poised at third base.
Swing and miss for strikes, 1-1.
No. Change of pace on the outside edge. 2 balls and 1 strike. Rhino knows he's seen enough of Kelly in this game that he's a power rise ball pitcher. And he's like, I want to fish him one of my rise balls.
It's not on. Oh, it is on.
Here it comes.
Yep.
Outside.
Same as usual, just here. And then under him. Yep. Where are you going, down here?
wanted to do it here, but I'd rather go back
Yeah,
there.
let's
A bit
just see
more
what I was
area.
saying.
Yeah.
Ball is down low.
You're not getting another hit. If it hurts here, I understand, Carl. Nice, very good, yeah.
And this one pulled down the line and a bobble. The Waka Blonde gets it done first base.
Well done to Kanu.
Third out, runner stranded at second base. Score remains 6 runs to 3. And we'll be looking when we come back to have that sideline interview with Brad Runa in just a few moments. Back soon. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. An outstanding match-up here between the North Harbour Kōkōwai side leading 6 runs to 3 over the Southern Priders at the bottom of the 5th innings. And it'll be Takanu Te Huia will lead off. Braden Healy will hit 2. And Cole James 1, 2 and 3 here for the Southern Priders. And as we mentioned, we've got a special sideline interview with Jackie and Brad Runa.
I'm here with Brad Runa. Yeah. I'm going to... Kia ora koutou i te whānau. I'm here with Brad Runa, member of the Harbour men's team. And Brad, tell us how things have been going so far.
Really good. It's been a good experience for this young team, and that's what we wanted for this young team, to be involved with this level.
Yeah, great. And so what do you want them to continue to do in this game?
Just believing in themselves. You know, that's why they're here, to give them an opportunity. So that's all it was, just believe in themselves.
Yeah, great. What's been going well so far?
What's been going around, it's been going good is the camaraderie, the team bonding, because like I said, you know, this team's been brought together pretty quick and they've gelled quite nicely. Yeah. What's your advice to the team for moving forward to the rest of the tournament? Just have fun and enjoy what we're doing, and you know, and that's why we've done it, because we believe in you.
Yeah, great. All right, that's us hearing from Brad Runa.
Kia ora.
Oh, fantastic. There you go. The birthday boy, Auntie Brad Runa and Jackie Smith. Great to get a little insight. And you listen to Brad talk about not himself, he talks about the athletes and giving them opportunities. He knows what it's all about, doesn't he?
He certainly he does. And a big ups to Brad, because he believes in his players. He's actually throwing it back to them. He's wanting them to actually do the game. It's the camaraderie that he's talked about, and that's what the attributes is with this team.
This one pulled down the line and go foul. While we were in the interview, Te Huia went out and then Healy ripped one for Cole. So it's down at second base. Up to bat now, Cole James. One away, 1 strike on the batter. James has been good today. He's been in the mix of things as the third baseman. He's hit in 2 runs for the Southern Priders. 2 hits. Real gamer, and this time he gets called with a strike on the check swing.
And of course, strike on Ball change. Takes the count of 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. And a dirt for ball 2-2.
Two balls and 2 strikes to count now. On James.
Yeah, just outside for ball. Full count. Full count, 1 out.
Full count, 3 and 2 here on James. Quality at bat, Auntie.
Yes.
Just what the Southern Pride need. There's only 3 runs in this match.
He could just pull this back.
Good ball.
Good
Just
ball.
outside, though, unable to frame it enough. And James will go down to first base.
Just unlucky on that. However,
and that'll bring out the assistant coach, Fabian Markia. We might see a pitching change here in the bottom of the 5th innings. What a good battle together has
great
Dylan
battle.
Fraser List. 4 1/3 innings, and that will be his day as the designated player comes into the ball game. Ihaka Tangaroa. This pitching change brought to you by Ballpark Broadcasting.
Rusty Bumgardner has done it all. But this year, Rusty reaches a whole new level of softball success. He's going to Beijing.
Rusty. Rusty.
Will you fix it up?
Rusty, have you seen my glove?
As the equipment manager. Good luck, Rusty.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the 5th innings. We've got a real good battle going on here between North Harbour's Kōkōwai and Southern Pride. 6 runs to 3, Auntie. A pitching change for North Harbour required because the game's actually in the balance, isn't it?
It is in balance, and it's a good change that we've started with Ihaka now. Gives that time for Dylan to actually reflect, and with Ihaka to finish off the game.
We saw Ihaka Tangaroa earlier today as he pitched a complete game against the North Harbour A team, Pungal side.
Yes,
and
what a
almost got the victory.
Yeah, I was watching it with great eagerness and with both sides as well at that, but Ihaka just came out of nowhere and he just finished his heart content. Very proud of him.
And it brings up the bat here. Josh Kelly. Can he be the one to tie it up with one swing of the bat here in the bottom of the 5th? Tangaroa starts with a hard strike right down Main Street.
Must be great to have a family of pitchers. Chopper with the Tangaroa family, starting with their father, Chop Tangaroa.
Indeed. Storied history in this great game of softball, and that loose ball will allow them to move up 60 feet. 1-1 the count here with 1 out.
And count of 1-1, 1 out. And intentional walk. Puts Kelly on the first base. Bases are loaded, 1 out.
And with the base open at first base, they leap to fill it. So Kelly will go down there to create the force play here, Auntie.
Yes.
But a big moment in the match, a very big moment in the match for the designated player, Hunter Barlow.
You just never know your luck in this kind of situation.
A squeeze play. You're kidding. A loaded bases squeeze play. Never seen that called before. He's in the hot box. A number of throws, and he will go down. A loaded bases squeeze play. David Steele trying the unorthodox approach to get their fourth run across. And they do go down to 2 outs now.
And I think our batter over here is actually disappointed that it didn't pull off, because I think he should have actually made the play of whatever it was called with the squeeze play, because the runner was gone. He was going.
Here's the fish. Joseph Hall out there pouncing around, makes the tag. Barlow, can he redeem himself? Skids away. Here he comes.
Oh.
James is good. The ball is wild. A good backing up by Jamison. However, the Priders do grab their fourth run of the ball game. 6-4 now.
And score now 6-4.
With 2 down. The pitcher, Kelly, will come off third base, and Cole James will go back on the run. Just touched home plate. We'd love to touch it again. 1-1 the count. Outside pitch, and Barlow fouls that one away.
And Barlow fouls it off.
Got to be impressed with the Southern Pride, aren't he? They've kept on fighting back into this game, haven't they?
Yeah, and it's from inning to inning to inning. So, they're not counting themselves right out right now.
2 runs in the first, 1 run in the third, and 1 run in the fifth now. Ground ball. Lovely pick up, though, from second baseman Graham. And that'll stop the innings, but it's not before. Bases loaded, squeeze play doesn't pay off, but the next pitch does.
Yeah.
And Southern Pride pick up a run here in the bottom of the fifth innings. Top 6 coming up next. It is Harbour leading by 2. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Pure Athletic Sports Stadium, and an entertaining game number 54 on the schedule.
Yes.
Is Canterbury watch on, because they'll be up next taking on Auckland in the major semi-final. That one due to kick off, I'd say, around about 7:10, maybe 7:15 after the conclusion of this one, and a time for the ground crew to prepare the diamond. A gallant effort by the right fielder, as you see they're sliding into the dirt. The first offering to Jesse Fuller in the batter's box. 1 strike on him now. Outside set. Rise ball kicks away. So 1-1 the count on young Fuller. Hard hit ball through the 5-6 hole. And young Jesse Fuller is starting to come up trumps here.
I would say his dad will be very, very proud of that hit. Talking to him just earlier, he's saying to his son, just hit the ball hard, son. And what he's come up with.
I'm sure he said a thank you for the great support, Dad. That'll bring up to bat here. Number 9 in the order, Hemi McCarthy. Shows bunt, pulls it back as it's outside the zone. Well, Auntie, you picked my brain about my favourite place in the world. What's your favourite place in this world?
It's always going to be.
What a catch!
What a catch! Such a great catch that is.
And a great catch there by Troy Howell.
Well, that is simply top notch.
The,
Simply top notch. The catcher for the Southern Pride. He's been great today, Troy Howell, in the batter's box. And he's just showing his prowess behind the mask with an athletic ability.
Wow.
Laying body out. That is cool. Very, very cool.
Very, very cool. He should be very proud of that because look what's happening. He's just taking that out.
One away here. Fuller down at first base running. With the other youngster in the team, JP Gerbes. That's a great thing. We're talking about Brad Warner coaching this team and providing opportunities. Because North Harbour have elected to put in 2 men's teams into the NFC, it's providing a better pathway, isn't it?
Absolutely, and given the take from the last time they had the NFC with all the Ronas played together in that one team, it's actually stepped out with another doorway, the pathway for our young ones.
And that's what it's all about, the pathway.
Yes, absolutely.
Providing a positive influence in people's lives.
And there's just, you can't make it anymore. It's an opportunity. The door's open. Let's get another team in. Well done.
Gerbes steps in. Plays Kelly. First pitch is inside. And I don't know how he got out of the way of that one, but Auntie, he did.
He did indeed. He just didn't want to get hit, that's for sure. Mind you, if he did, he would have got to 1.
Down to second base goes the designated runner.
Harrison Baker, the fast wheels. Just to answer your question there, Chopper, about my favourite place. It's not a place, actually. It's called a boat.
Oh.
Been on 3 cruises now.
Wow.
Yes, and I'm telling you now, if you've never been on...
Is this the Love Boat?
Unfortunately not. I wish it was, but no, I won't go there. But, like you said, you meet lots of people. Well, you do on a cruise ship. And, oh, my goodness, it's just a whole world on one ship.
Wow, pretty cool, Auntie, pretty cool. I haven't had the luxury of going on a cruise ship yet. I look forward to that day.
One day, yes, let me know. Now, I'm not a person with on the water at all.
Yeah.
It's just, you got to go and beat your fears.
Yes.
So, someone dragged me along and wow, 3 trips later.
Oh, beautiful, Auntie. Cruise ships.
It is.
Wow, this one will pop up. Kelly says, I'll get out of the way of Healy, the catcher.
Yes,
buddy, you're on fire. You got it. You got it.
Because you've been leaping all over the place, you had that one.
Yeah.
Well done.
Is there anything Troy Howell can't do?
Wow. Look at him, he's like leapfrog.
Look at him all covered in dust and dirt behind the plate.
Total commitment it is.
Puts his helmet on and goes back to work. Hard hit ball down the line. Will go foul though. No movement from the batter's box. He knew it off the bat. To Jamison Graham. Graham's been good today.
Oh.
Isn't
he? He is. For Jammer, you know he's gonna give it a good swing on the bat because that's his nickname, Jammer.
Jammer.
Yeah, get it out.
Jamison Graham playing out of the Atiawa Roosters softball club. This one will go foul back over the fence. In the hole now, 0-2.
As you can see, the garden bar's starting to fill up.
Oh, yes, it is indeed. Auntie, we've seen softball in the North Shore really starting to boom.
Yes.
To say that, really describe the feeling and the number of people. And last weekend we had an inter-city competition.
Yes.
At the end of the evening, there was one game again, a Premier Men's game on 1, Premier Women's game on Diamond 2. As this one pops up, looking to get over the top. And a great ranging catch by the second baseman, Kian Johnson. That will complete the top of the 6th innings. And what I was going to say, there would have been 60 or 70 people watching from the garden bar there. watching top-level softball, enjoying everyone's company, and it was a great night to be had.
Oh, it's just so great that we've got that up, that garden bar.
Well, now we've got people like Keanu Johnson entertaining the crowd.
Yes.
So cool. The 2024 NFC. Back soon, bottom 6. 2 runs the difference.
From the humble beginnings of a Wellington garage and with a good helping of Kiwi Can Do, Resine have been proudly colouring New Zealand since 1946. Environmentally approved quality paints, colours and expert advice, all available at your local Resine colour shop. Our friendly team are here to help you get the best results for your project. With creative colours and innovative paint all made right here in New Zealand. You can rely on Resine to get the job done.
Bottom of the 6th innings here as we get underway. 2-run ball game between Southern Pride and the North Harbour Kōkōwai team. And there'll be lead off here for the Southern Pride as pinch hit. Came in earlier and stayed in the ball game. Jacob Neal gets his second at bat of this contest. Neal came into the ball game for the original starting pitcher, Josh Eastwood. Neal, of course, a pitcher himself. Not required right now with the prowess of Josh Kelly on the hill.
Josh Kelly is actually performing very well in the middle. Southern Pride should be proud of that.
Top of the order is after Neal, Anderson, then Superman catcher Howe. I have a feeling he might do something magic with the bat too, aren't he?
Something's coming in the Southern Pride group.
This one off the end of the bat. And it is the Bachelor of the Year, Martin Siverson. Boy, he makes it look so easy, doesn't he? Look at him.
I know. Look at that handsome fella he is.
So pops up. I guess we have to go to a replay. Oh, there's Martin. Here he is. Even in slow-mo, he looks handsome, doesn't he?
He does indeed.
The birds flying past.
0800 Martin.
0800 Martin.
Dial it up, ladies. Dial it up.
Dial it up.
Good pitch.
Ash Watson now hitting in the 9 spot gets his opportunity. This one fouls back. This one down low. Way's pitch, of course. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count now. 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th innings. Watson looking to get on board. At the top of the order, Anderson and Superman Howe.
Okay, we're going to count it 2 and 2, 1 out.
Great last pitch, Ihaka.
Comes through, it does the job. Picks up the second out here, does Ihaka Tongador. Came in relief for Dylan Fraser List in the 5th innings. Let's continue to work on the hill. The bat now is the top of the order. Hallelujah Anderson.
Count as 2 balls.
Two balls to count now. Good pitch, right on the spot. Inside edge. Oh, looking for the other spot this time on the outside, Auntie. Not quite.
Not quite. Not close.
Anudu Anderson rewarded with a hitter's count now as he steps back in to go to work. 3 balls and 1 strike. Inside pitch. Fuller is there. Boy, he's been sharp in the field as young Jesse Fuller. Side away in the bottom of the 6th innings. Insurance run time for North Harbour when they come back to the top of the 7th.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Watch this.
Don't mess with other snacks. Choose Jack Links jerky made with 100% beef.
When it comes to the showdown, instinct always wins. Jack Links is good with it.
Well, the moon is filling up here in the early evening sky as the Southern Pride look to keep this 2-run margin deficit the way it is, to give them an opportunity in the bottom of the 7th innings. But unfortunately for them, it's Mr. Romantic. It's the softballer wants a wife, Bachelor of the Year, the Great Dane, Mr. Handsome. Martin Simpson will lead off here in the top of the 7th innings. Are you ready, ladies? Are you ready?
He does the softball well, Martin, even with Northcote, with playing with Northcote team. He's a beast to be reckoned with, especially with his batting. So it'd be good if he can lead off here with our team at North Harbour.
Big swing on the rise ball, can't catch up to it. 1-1 the count here. Steely focus. Hard hit up the middle. And that's how good he is, ladies. Second hit of the ball game, and down to first base goes the Bachelor of the Year, Martin Simpson.
Yes, and what a great lead off for what I just said a minute ago. That's what Harbour needs right now to just really concrete the score.
They bring in a designated runner for Simpson and go and clear the backlog of direct messages or text messages or Valentine's cards that are being delivered to the ballpark for him. I'll tell you what, Wahine Mart, ladies, don't muck around. He's not going to stay off the market, or on the market, I should say, for very long.
Yes, well, I mean.
Tall, blonde, blue eyes, Danish.
Smile.
Obviously, you can tell he's wealthy to be able to fly down to New Zealand all the time.
All the time.
Not a bad catch, Auntie.
Not a bad catch at all.
Off and running. And the throw is brilliant. Superman behind the dish. Troy Howell does it again.
Great pitch off the mark there with that throw. Well done.
Tell you what, we talked about how it's a bit of a coming out party for Josh Kelly. Well, it's also a bit of a coming out party for Troy Howell behind the dish. Fine young catcher coming through their system.
These last couple of innings, he's actually played a part explicitly for Southern Pride. His teammates are going to be patting him on the back.
I'd say Martin Simpson would have got safe at 2, aren't he? He kind of glides across the ground, doesn't he?
Well, he's long enough. He probably would want to slide halfway. So, yes.
Just think, maybe the prize is one of those cruises with Martin Simpson winning the Bachelor of the
Not before
Year.
Auntie gets on the boat first.
Of course. Need a chaperone.
No, I don't know about
Hard
that.
hit ball over the top.
Look at that.
And Tangaroa continues his hot, torrid hitting here down the first base.
Great hit by Ihaka, just bounced it over. And here's Joseph. I need to ask him about his name by fish.
Joseph Hall. Simply been outstanding offensively. First pitch going and off of the races. Trying to beat it out. The throw is low and off to the goes again.
Yes.
There's Tangaroa. Some
Nice.
aggressive base running gets them all the way to third base on the out. Hit and run play here from head coach, or sorry, I say third base coach, Mark here. Oh, no Canterbury are going to take on Auckland. Looking down, let's see, Nick Hayes warming up behind the dugout. You can see his legs there just on camera shot. So he's going to have the ball for Auckland, trying to find their way straight to the grand final. First pitch is inside here on John O'Little. Okay, he's pitched a no-hitter against North Harbour last night under lights. Won the Battle of the Bridge, and Kelly's like a cat. He gets up, makes the grab, and does keep the margin only 2, Auntie.
Just 2.
The Priders have a chance, and we'll find out in the bottom of the 7th innings.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Watch this.
Don't mess with other snacks. Choose Jack Links jerky made with 100% beef.
Well, he's been in the thick of it here tonight. It has Troy Howell, the catcher for the Southern Pride, has put together a great game. Some outstanding defensive plays, some brilliant executed offensive plays from both teams through 6.5 innings. As we go into the bottom of the 7th innings, only 2 runs in it, Auntie.
Yes.
I'm not going to ask you to predict the ending of this game. Don't need to do that. They're going to show us that themselves. But feels like something special could happen right here.
Yep, it certainly can. And like Southern Pride has just been pegging away a bit at a time.
So Troy Howell, Superman, will lead off here for the Priders. And everything at risk as the ball foul back off the inside of his bat. He'll be followed by the Waka Blonde, Te Kanu Te Huia, and Braden Healy. 1, 2, 3 here for Southern Pride. Swing over the top. And the hole early, 0-2. Here's Dave Steele. He's tried a few moves tonight. Some have worked, some hasn't. But he's applied pressure, hasn't he?
Yes. Right at the moment that they needed to.
And the rise ball's good from Tangaroa. Takes care of business. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. 1 down.
And Harold out from strikes, out number 1. Brings about the first baseman number 1, Takanu Tahuya.
First baseman now Takanu Tahuya. Waiting his opportunity to step in and deliver his message to North Harbour. On the grand stage here, Freeman Field, Diamond 1. The Pure Athletic Sports Stadium, and he does. He dunks it into right field. Expertly done. His second hit of the ball game for the first baseman from the Pride.
Brings back shortstop number 6, Braden Healy, Cole James on deck.
Looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter coming to the ball game here, or maybe a pinch runner, apologies. And it is indeed. Number 17 will come out, Josh Jones. Turn the turbos on. Add the nitrous. See if he can't cause some flames skidding down to second base. Tangaroa looks relaxed on the mound.
He does. He's having a good game with his pitching. He knows what he needs to do.
We'll see it to go here. Of course, one of the other teams at the NFC this year, the Junior White Sox. Only the second time they've attended an NFC ever. And isn't it great to see them coming through?
Yeah. And they'll never forget it, this kind of opportunity with the tournament. And big ups to Kitty Shaw for bringing them along.
Building their experience. Of course, they want to play for the White Sox one day.
Yes, they
Their
do.
first task, though, group stage of the World Cup, as they'll head away to Brazil in South America this coming July. Try and get in the final 2 spots and head away to the World Cup the following year. Exciting times in the women's program. Inside pitch, and it's a good one.
And it's a very good one. Something we needed, Ihaka.
Tangaroa is coming straight at them, isn't he?
He is.
Braden Healy picked up a good double his last at-bat. He'd love to do that again here. Trail by 2 at the moment. Drop ball down. It's a change-up, though. That will allow enough time for the pinch runner, Josh Jones, to scamper to second base.
Second one out.
Well picked by Jones.
And the count is 1 ball.
You're ever going to run on a pitch, run on a change-up, don't you? Especially
Yes,
one
you
that
do.
bounces.
The coach is very, very confident right now, knowing something could happen.
Ball is down and inside.
And down low for ball 2-2.
Well, don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Big game coming up next. I want to see the lineups for you. I'll tell you who's pitching in the big game coming up. The semi-final, Canterbury versus Auckland. Liam Potts will get the start, the left-hander for Canterbury, and Nick Hayes for the Auckland side. Trying to find their way directly to the grand final as we see a pass ball. That'll allow Jones down to third base. Count full now, 3-2 here on Healy. 2 outs required, Auntie.
Yes, so
for the victory.
Ihaka just needs to put it right in the glove somewhere, not in the ground.
Up the middle, he punches it, and just like that, it's a 1-run ball game here in the nightcap.
What a good
strike.
cut. Just there, and Ihaka just couldn't get his glove up quick enough. Right through the middle there. Still, we've got 1 down. Just got to work a little bit harder, Harbour.
And brings back the third baseman, number 11, Cole James.
The crowd's starting to fill in for the big match tonight.
Yes, they are.
You see them walking behind the backstop there. Big Josh Harbrough, Black Sox international player, and a big leader on that ball club for Canterbury. They'll be looking for him to inspire them. So a big victory over the 09 foes. in Auckland. Fouls off. I'll tell you what, I'm really impressed with Cole James today. He's really battled hard and he's got the rewards. Driven in a number of runs, a few hits to his credit. Look at him, aggressive.
He was so aggressive with that bat. Can you imagine if it connected? Oh, goodness.
To the count here. Tangaroa leans back. Nice ball on the hands. Rhino will get it, he does. And the Southern Pride are down to their last out here at the bottom of the seventh.
So this is where they need to really dig deep.
And who should come up? A cool time for us to talk about as you see the replay here on the hit from James. Just couldn't get it in the middle of the bat enough. Well,
here we go.
We talked about Josh Kelly and his pitching prowess. Now he's got a chance to win it. As the tying runs at first base, he's the winning run at the plate. One swing from Kelly can get the job done. The first pitch is on the leaders for a strike.
Josh didn't like that one, I don't think.
Tangaroa, big lean back. Goes inside and buzzes the tower. 1-1 now.
Just get it in the glove, you haka.
Down the tram line, can't get it. Can't squeeze it in.
Yes.
2 balls, 1 now. Kelly, patient in the box. Southern Pride looking to get their victory. Harbour looking to get their second. Inside ball, it's deep. And foul long into the car park in the night sky off the bat of Josh Kelly. It is that close, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, it is. And everyone must be on the edge of their seats.
Down to the last strike now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th, 1 run. Tangaroa comes in and he gets him. Right on the corner, right on the money. Seals the deal here for North Harbour and they win the ball game.
Yes.
6 runs to 7. Got to be said, a spirited effort from the Southern Pride here today. What a game, Auntie, your thoughts?
Great game. I can't say enough about Southern Pride. I must admit, I got my player of the day, and I know who you're going to say.
Well, a brilliant game indeed. Lots of scoring up and down. 11 runs scored in total. 2 each in the first inning. 3 to North Harbour in the second. That was the difference, really. 1 each in the third innings. Then the Southern Pride picked up another one in the 5th. And they tried to sneak it home with another one in the 7th.
Yep.
Almost got there. But a great victory for the North Harbour Kōkōwai side, Auntie. Ballpark Broadcasting player of the match.
Oh, well, you know, got to go with... well, I've got 2, actually.
Okay.
I've got to go with Southern Pride with the catcher.
Yes.
He's got to be... He just played phenomenally out there and just was a leapfrog in everything that he needed to do for his team. So that's my pride for Southern Pride.
Gotcha. All right,
Harbour.
there's one.
Yep.
And your other Ballpark Broadcasting... Maybe Bachelor of the Year candidates?
Look, I've got to just say that. Why don't you just rough? Yes. My boy, in the middle there, up in the centre field.
Well, let's see if we can find him on camera, the centre fielder for North Harbour.
Yes.
Martin Simpson, the Ballpark Broadcasting player of the match, and of course, the star of a softballer who wants a wife. Congratulations to the North Harbour Kōkōwai team and the Southern Priders for an entertaining match here tonight. Don't go anywhere. The big one coming up next. 1v2. Auckland v Canterbury. It'll be Damien Collins that'll take away in the big semi-final tonight. Must-watch TV. The winner goes to the grand final 1:30 tomorrow. Atiawa, we'll see you soon. Kia ora, Auntie.
Bye.
Love your work. See you soon, ladies and gentlemen.